Good afternoon. My name is Jason. This is my wife, Carmen.
Hello.
We are the operators of Willey West Campground. We own Elevated Experience Camping, just outside of Drayton, about 5 minutes east. Today we will be talking about the problems we solve for camping. A quick quote: train the people well enough that they will, so that they can leave. Treat them well enough so they don't. And that's by Richard Bronson, I think his name is, a Virgin. Anybody who can own an island, that's he must have some smarts.
There you go. And fun fact that we like to always share with our viewers is mosquitoes are actually attracted to bananas.
Yeah, I read that if you eat a banana within 2 hours, they can definitely seek that out of coming out of your skin and bite you more. So
good to know. That really takes away from the banana boat that you can put in the fire, right?
For sure. All right. So, what are our primary services at Elevated Experience Camping?
So we offer a camping experience down at the campground, and so our primary services obviously is a place that people can camp in a variety different of ways, through tent, group camping, your RV, any way that you, and even introducing this year glamping sites, and all levels of expertise in camping. So from the beginner, we want to help them fall in love with the outdoors again, to the expert that just wants to come down, do their own thing, and enjoy the outdoors. Some of the things that you will see when you're down there, and that we're really proud of because it really elevates that camping experience that sort of takes us apart from other places, is again, we're going to start this year with some glamping sites, so people that want to have all the amenities of being in a hotel but enjoy the outdoors will have that opportunity. We're going to have lots of family and fun activities for the 0 right up to 99, from mini golf to an arcade, a retro arcade, to scheduled family and children friendly activities. We're going to introduce a lot of recreational based activities down there. On-site community libraries. We're going to have a really big recyclable program that is going to help promote employment for people with disabilities, and lots of large outdoor games that people can rent. So there will be a ton of stuff for people to do coming down there. So although they're coming for camping, there will be the option to sort of just be one with the beautiful outdoors that we have the pleasure of having our campground in. Or if you're looking for things to do, it'll all be on site as well.
Awesome. So we'll also be able to do fishing and off the beach, or our so-called beach. And how about I thought you missed one of the most important things for the news this year was the goat yoga.
Yes. So one of the exciting things that we're bringing down there this year is goat yoga. We've done a lot of research, and because we're in a sort of rural area, that goat yoga is really good for mental health and well-being, and it's fun for all ages and all levels of yoga expertise. So we will be launching that this year, and so really excited to see where that takes us.
Also, one other thing is when you were talking, you mentioned our glamping sites. I'm excited for the idea because I know what's coming along. Do you want to give them a hint of what kind of, because you're doing themes, are you not?
Yes. One is we've started to see that I've created a bit of themes with the glamping sites. So our two that we definitely hope to have up and running in 2020. One is more of a New Orleans themed indoor decor, and the other one's cowboy chic, I like to call it. So that's pretty exciting, and they will all some of the amenities that you would get in some of these glamping sites is they will all have a queen size bed, full size, not mattress size for camping, but an actual queen size bed. They will have air conditioning, TV, a mini fridge. They will be equipped with a full size barbecue outside because they do have a patio area. And as we truck along here, we're hoping by 2021, they all will actually have a minimum 2-person hot tub on the sites.
Oh, and they'll still have the fire pits. And
Absolutely.
All that stuff, right?
You bet.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Why is there a need for our company to do what it does?
So that's a great question, because we're kind of one of those services that you don't need to go camping. That's true. But the need for us and why we think this is such an important area is because whether you can afford a vacation or not, or to get away, we want to be able to have people the opportunity that when they do go outside of their family home, and that they have an opportunity to be able to rest, relax, and rejuvenate, that they have the opportunity to feel like they're pampered, and that they can get an experience that's elevated from their day-to-day practice. So whether they're coming down for the day and using our day use area and enjoying some of the amenities at the campground, or whether they're staying in the campground in any capacity, we want to just make sure that we're elevating their experience and their service so that they can, like I said, rest, relax, and rejuvenate, and have an elevated experience past their day-to-day life.
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
So, Jason, what is the biggest problem that you solve for people?
Well, we solve that the being out in the outdoors and that having that picturesque moment, and then making people come back and love it again. So always having a premium escape from your day-to-day life challenges, right? Mm-hmm. So whether it's our daily programming or weekend programming, or through goat yoga, or even coming down to use one of our glamping sites, or even to fish, right? Like it's just where the customer can come and relax, rejuvenate, and get back on track, right?
Mm-hmm. And just to add to that, I think one of the things that we are really happy to have sort of tapped into and want to solve is that spectrum for people. So it's not just, okay, you have to have a trailer to be here, or you have to have full service, or you have to have this, and you're sort of very specific on what your service would be when you think of camping. We've really opened up that spectrum to be a variety, from people that really want to just come down, be left alone, or people that really have no idea what they're doing and still can have an excellent experience.
So kind of like not getting pigeonholed, eh?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Perfect.
So I will ask you another question. What was the factor that drove you to provide a solution for this problem?
Our personal experiences with camping. I think that's where, as we started camping in a tent with our children, my wife always had to have the time out because she was very not
okay with controlled chaos.
And we had lots of controlled chaos when we set up our campsites. So then we moved into a trailer, and it got better. And then we went to all these campgrounds, and we figured that it was always something missing. And some of them had a few things, some of them didn't, and we just want to kind of bundle it all together, whether it's in a beautiful, picturesque spot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to piggyback on that, one of the things we really recognized is we have 6 children, and they span quite a age range. And so as every year came, there was different challenges or new challenges to have that experience that we wanted. And so we really realized as we went to different campgrounds that we would make one child happy and 3 others miserable, or we'd make 2 children happy and 2 children miserable, or whatever combination it came to be. And so we really want to take an approach that regardless if you're a single person just coming down by yourself, a couple, a family, loved ones at 0 to 99, that you will find something at the campground to satisfy your desire of an elevated experience.
Absolutely. But we always have one child that's always miserable, so it doesn't matter at that end.
Yeah.
Perfect. Carmen, where do we find most of our customers?
So, for me, I think everybody could be one of our customers. It's really the community at large is our customers, because it doesn't have to be a person that has the truck and the 5th wheel that can come down and enjoy our services and our experiences. It's any community member that's looking for an elevated experience, an escape from their day-to-day, and wants to really fall in love with the outdoors again.
Yeah, so even to add on to that, even if you're not camping, we do have the free day use area, and you're more than welcome to come down and use our services. So from mini golf to using the wide games for rental, you can buy a day pass for the arcade. We'll be having the slip and slide. You can purchase, if you can sign up for the goat yoga. So I mean, even if you're not camping, you can still come down and enjoy some of our services for sure.
Absolutely.
Hey, do you tend to have lots of repeat business?
Really, that's a foundation of what we really want to serve, is although we definitely want new customers, and our goal right from the beginning in our strategic planning for the next 5 years is to have at least 20,000 people through our gates. We really want to have that repeat customer, somebody that comes down there, falls in love with camping again, has that elevated experience, and has no desire to go anywhere else when they're looking for a camping opportunity or a day use opportunity. So we really, really feel that giving people that experience that has them to stop looking at anywhere else for that elevated experience and escape from day-to-day life is what we're striving for. So absolutely, repeat customers is just as important to us as new customers.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't agree with you more. I think honestly the repeat customer, it's always nice to see that friendly face more than once, and it's always good to, we try to strive a wow moment every day, and we want to make sure that whether you're new, old, doesn't matter. It's you just get that wow moment and elevated experience from us.
Absolutely. So, question for you: how competitive is the tourism business?
Ooh, that's a toughie, because the tourism industry is really competitive right now. I mean, there is quite a few campgrounds in Alberta that people can go to. Alberta Parks opened up theirs this weekend. And it was almost fully booked already. So for Jasper, right? And that's the great thing about Willey West, is that it's like going to the mountains without going to the mountains, right? So just getting that, the whole aspect of getting people into the campground, it's like the industry is very, very, very busy, but and tourism, it takes up a lot of our time and space there, right? So,
for sure.
Perfect. Carmen, why are you motivated to be the best in your industry?
So we are definitely motivated to be the best, and we're hoping within our 5-year strategic plan that we are a household name. Like I said, with all levels of people that want to enjoy the outdoors and camping and anything to do with that industry. And so I feel where we will be exceptional in is our customer service. Jason and I have a long history of customer service in a variety of past roles, and we're very passionate about making sure that the customer service is there, that everybody, that we solve issues in the moment and people feel that they've been heard, validated, and that they get the experience that they came down for. I think that we really understand current and future market trends. That's something that isn't very familiar in the camping industry, as camping has really been one of those things that kind of has always fallen under the radar as far as people really understanding trends. It's just a campground's been a campground. You either go camping or you don't. And Jason and I have really looked at it differently as what it is, a campground, but what else could it be and should it be to the community and the tourist industry and people all over. We are really dedicated to strong partnerships. I think as we become a more conscious society, it is important to us to balance the good with the good deeds, with the making sure that we're helping each other out and that we strive all for a better tomorrow for all of us. And one of our things that we are really excited about is our ability to partner with different organizations and community events and things that are going on to provide the best community experience people can have. So that is something I think is also new in the campground realm, is we're really wanting to be that very active outside of the campground as well as inside the campground. And then again, our desire that everything that we are striving for has that social and economic development. So as we want to grow elevated experience camping and grow the campground, we also want to be socially conscious, and we want to make sure that we're making decisions that are really helping economic development for everybody, not just
the campground.
Yeah,
perfect.
And so how do you think we're going to reach this goal, Jason?
So, Carmen, I think we're invested in a multitude of layers on this. So number one will be customer training our staff to be customer focused, so that the customer is always right. Giving them that wow moment. We're going to have a variety of different amenities. So from, again, like we said, glamping to mini golf to arcade to goat yoga, which I'm so excited for. Another one is customer feedback. We want good or bad. We want every type of feedback we can get back, just so that we can, if it's bad, we can expand on it and improve that next experience and make it right, because that's really important to us. The quality of improvement of risk management and safety practices. We're going to, hasn't been really a safety standard in where we were previously, so we're bringing in new practices with the county and making sure everything is top notch that way. And through research, development, and marketing strategies, through these videos, we getting the word out there. We just spent a weekend in Drayton Valley marketing our grand opening special weekend. So we're having a grand opening May 9th, where we're inviting a whole bunch of vendors down, so and community members and partnerships like Beehive, and we're trying to, we've got local businesses like all the truck dealerships we've gone to get them to come down and see what's new with them too.
Mm-hmm. And then I think another, just to add on to what you said, especially around our customer service, is one of the things that we're kind of excited to be able to be really conscious of, to do with our staff, is really to empower them to make decisions that treat the customer and our campers and our day use providers and anybody down there with the opportunity to have an elevated experience. So we really want to make sure that within our training that they know that they have the ability to make decisions that will give that wow moment and experience to campers.
That's an awesome point there. Well, My name's Jason. This has been Carmen, and we want to wish you an elevated experience camping and come down to Willey West. Perfect.